Yo, what's the crack, boys? Welcome back to NBA this week. Steph Curry went insanely viral. I mean, when is he not? But yeah, this, obviously you just saw the video in the intro. Well, what are you thinking now? Were you a dumbass? Did you fall for it? Tell me right now. Did you fall for that? I didn't. Yeah, so Steph, to be honest, in that video, he probably made at least one or two of them. I would not be surprised. But the fact that, a lot of people believe that just shows how, good he is. And even, this season, he's hitting floors and just looking away. But yeah, that's, probably one of the craziest edited videos I've ever seen. Yeah, it's crazy we thought we even done that. To be honest, I don't even know what the odds of that are. If, you shoot 4 half-court shots and they go in. But yeah, it's the same. Obviously, LeBron did this. His was way more obviously fake, but I can't lie. The first time I saw that video, I was like, what the fuck? I literally thought it was real, but obviously it ain't. But yeah, this one was more realistic because, he's actually throwing it and it's Steph. But I think Steph did it better because more editing. Kawhi Leonard has been returned from injury and hit a game winner, a step-back game winner. Wow, Clippers have been kind of on a roll. PG just scored 36 points last night. Kawhi has been a bit inconsistent. Obviously, he's coming back from an ACL tear. Jeremy, not going to be 100%, but I do think by the playoffs, Kawhi will be back. It's the same. It's like the same, to be honest. With any other player, you got to really be patient. It's not to to be honest, he's not an all-star this season. No way. His name might get him into the all-star game, but no way he'll make it. But, Clippers have been playing good. I think we'll actually see their full form once they actually, have a full-strength team. Obviously, Paul George is playing well this season as well, so we'll see how they do. Nbatw, if I said that right. If not, sorry, bro. I didn't know his name last time I made a video on him when, he made that buzzer beater against the Lakers. Now I know his name because he outplayed Steph Curry and the Warriors, had nearly a 32-point triple-double. Bruv, that's literally crazy. This guy's a rookie and he's doing that against two of the best franchises in the NBA. What? The Pacers rookies are crazy right now. Especially Andrew as well. Obviously Benedict Mathurin, Tyrese Halliburton. It's so weird their team, because Tyrese Halliburton is that guy that could help you, be a top 4 seed in any conference, but the timeline of their team just doesn't fit who he is right now. So do you be patient? Do you wait? You got these. You have these very good young guys. You got Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, who you could trade for. If you're the Pacers, why would you trade for Westbrook? Yeah, empty salary, I guess. I see that. A lot of rebuilding teams do that, but if the Pacers are patient, they can definitely become a dynasty, 100%. But Andrew Nembhard, he's going to keep this up. Crazy how, their rookies are just popping off right now, but their timeline doesn't really fit Tyrese Halliburton. He had a 35-point near triple-double last night. He needs some help. How long, does he request out of Indiana? I don't think so. You see the kind of guy he is. He seems like a good guy, but get that man some help. God damn. Obviously, the rivalry of the Suns and Mavericks. Devin Booker, just Jeremy, people hate the Suns. Obviously, the Pelicans bet them as well. Jeremy, people hate the Suns. I kind of see why. But Luka and this Devin Booker rivalry is getting better and better. Luka had 33 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists with 2 blocks. Only played 3 quarters because they're beating him by that much. And Devin Booker had 11. Ever since he said the Luka special, he's been getting mean, bro. He's been playing bad. He's done it to himself, but so much big rivalries have started in the past year or two. This is a very good one to watch out for. I hope this is a playoff matchup again. I do think the Suns would definitely win it. Mavericks don't I'd say the Mavericks have what, a year or two till Luka's I'm feeling this, bro. I have GOAT potential. I have the greatest of all time potential, and I'm not got a good team around me. But got the best players would elevate the team. But do you know what I mean? In that situation, he's just holding the ball. He needs good coach. He needs a lot of stuff. So Luka could possibly not be a Maverick for a while. We'll see how that goes. If he requests a trade, that'll be the biggest, would even be a point in train for him. You'd have nothing after, but who knows. PJ Tucker is someone who we signed in free agency for the Sixers. People, also, he's not been scoring. He wasn't really brought in to be a scorer, but his 0-point games is kind of I can't, Jeremy, you don't get 1 point, you don't score a bucket. You're a power forward, but also, when you look at these stats, he's just, you know what I mean? That's an impactful basketball player right there for us. Definitely a valuable player for us. One of our most valuable players, not assets. One of our most valuable players that we have right now. And we would, we'd be a little worse without him. Cleveland, after having a hot start, somewhat came a bit like shallow, I'd say. Started going on a bit of a bad run. Are now definitely Eastern Conference contenders. If I had to be honest, if I had to predict now, I'm saying a Boston versus Cavs. Either Boston or Bucks versus Cavs Eastern Conference Finals. I think the Cavs get there no matter what. No matter what, the Cavs get there. It's just going to be between Boston or the Bucks. Like, look, like, I've also done on the screen right now. Crazy team records. Obviously, Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland are probably a top 5 backcourt. No, definitely top, like, argument for top 3 backcourt. I cannot, like, obviously I'm a Sixers fan. They're in the same conference as us, but see Cleveland doing well. I like it. They've got a good, exciting young team. Like, potential dynasty on our hands we have here. We are 100% witnessing the peak of NBA talent. We have 6 players averaging 30 points per game or more. Like, 30 points per game when there's 6 players doing it. That's crazy. You got Luka and Tatum, who are the first players for their franchise to average 30. Obviously, I hope they probably will finish with 30, to be honest. That's crazy. That's literally, like, first time ever. Giannis, who's the first Buck since Kareem. Giannis technically averaged 30 last season, but didn't count, but he pretty much did average 30. Giannis been going on a scoring tear as well. I think the other day, he didn't score 30 for the first time in, like, a month or two. Just fucking mental. Shea, who's the third Thunder since KD and Russ. Elite company right there. OKC, Loki, an underrated franchise for having, talent and success. But yeah, Shea's been on a tear as well. Like, past 10 games, like, at least 31 points or something. Like, that's mental. Obviously, then you've got Steph, who's obviously going to average 30. And then you have Nbatw, who's got the highest points per game since Bob McAdoo. Bro, Bob McAdoo played in, like, the 80s or 70s, bro. That's a long time. Come on. Julius Randle has been in very good form recently, especially with the addition of Jalen Brunson, who, by the way, Jalen Brunson's an all-star. I'll just say that now. Julius Randle's the first player to ever have this stat line in a game, which, when I saw it, I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. Like, look at those stats. Like, I just like the way he's getting to his spots. He's playing with that confidence, that same sort of energy that when, the Knicks made the playoffs. I think the Knicks can definitely still make the playoffs, especially if Julius Randle's playing like this and they have Jalen Brunson. Also, Knicks do have a good team on paper. It's just, for some reason, not exactly working out, but I do believe in them. Arguably, game of the year the other day, Blazers versus Nuggets. That was the most, if you're a fan of either one of those teams, that's the most stress. Like, I feel for you. Nugget fans, Blazers fans, I feel for you that night. Especially Blazers fans, because, that's tough. But wow, what a fourth quarter. Like, the last 5 minutes, the last fourth quarter. Crazy. Dame's, bro, I understand why Dame is in the top 75. Like, yeah, it's like, guy, like, conference finals, yeah, that's very, like, yeah, I get it. But now, like, obviously, yeah, before, the shots against OKC is like, okay, this guy's good. But now it's like, okay, yeah, this guy's like, this guy's an all-time great. Like, the way his sidestep should not, like, the percentage of in the clutch should not be like what it is at. Like, he just hits a sidestep, the most casual jump shot ever, swishes it, does it like 2 more times. Anthony Simons, he somehow got to be in the All-Star game. I think he'll get into it. Someone that makes the All-Star team will be injured, then Anthony Simons will hop in. That's what I think will happen. Touch wood, he doesn't get injured because I record outside. Anyway, crazy shot, like, such entertaining basketball to watch, and we're still so early, man. Oh my god. And then Jamal Murray, back from injury. Jamal Murray's comeback, man. I am loving it. Fix Jeremy Grant, go for the drive, boom, step back, swish. Do you know what I mean? That's game. Jamal Murray is just back. And he's only going to get better. In his last few games, averaging 20 and 5. Good stats for him. Obviously, he's had out for 500 days, like, and he's already hitting game winners in December, bro. Like, oh my god. Credit to him. That must be a fucked up injury to happen. He was saying, it was at one point, which... It's how deep this shit gets with all these, bad career injuries. Like, he was thinking, Nuggets are going to trade me. Crazy, man. NBA is a dirty business, but it's got to be done. But imagine how Klay felt, man. Like, for Klay Thompson, you come back, recover. Okay, we lost in the finals. Let's come back, boom, you tear your Achilles. You've had an ACL tear and an Achilles tear, and then you win the championship. That is literally God's plan right there. Like, that's God's plan right there. I don't care. That is beast. Jimmy Butler's a player I want to talk about. He seems underappreciated. Yeah, this guy, like, when the Heat were in the finals, people were giving him his flowers, but people forgot to. Jimmy Butler just makes winning plays. Like, that's literally it. He has to be a top 10, top 15, bare minimum top 15. I think he's probably on the 10th mark. He just makes winning plays. Literally, like, when you need him to do it, he's there. Obviously, the Miami Heat aren't, like, best record-wise, but they are getting some good. They did just lose to the Spurs, but, you know, do you know what I mean? It's alright, but Jimmy Butler, underrated MVP. Do you know what I mean? Probably won MVP, but Jimmy Butler is a true MVP. Obviously, he might not win it, but, like, most valuable player, Jimmy Butler is up there with the all-time greats. Today, not, like, all-time. You know what I mean? Obviously, the whole Zion and Suns thing, they are playing tonight, I'm pretty sure. That's going to be a good game. This whole new rivalry has just begun. I just made a video on it, so go check it out. I appreciate it. This whole new rivalry with the Suns is going to be a movie, bro. I hope this is a playoff matchup. Obviously, Zion, you know, with that dunk, he's getting that fuck you attitude, which every great player needs. Especially anyone in life needs that. Everyone needs that fuck you attitude. You know, 5 seconds left, windmill dunk, and you're shouting at the crowd. That's a fuck you moment. That's what I like to see from Zion. So my team, the Sixers, had the most Sixers game on this earth, man. I didn't watch this game. I was busy. Had to wake up early. Because, you know, your boy is in the UK. I kind of have to, you know, do stuff in my life. Fuck, man. It hurts to even think about. So, obviously, I watched the highlights. Do you know what I mean? I watched the whole fourth quarter. We're at, like, 9 with half a minute to go, and we choke it, man. We choke it. Most Sixers thing ever, man. If you're a Sixers fan, you understand. This shit does not surprise me at all. Just some of the messiest basketball I've ever seen, man. Bad decision making. Like, literally just bad decision making. We're looking like it's the wrong choices. It looked like we were panicking. Like, I was on the court. Do you know what I mean? It looked like they were panicking. Do you know what I mean? I get it, but Lakers, fair play to the Lakers. That was very good for them, especially AD. AD bitched Nbatw, I can't lie. Don't know why Dryle, like, I get a foul call, but come on, bro. Be a man, man. Like, fuck off, bro. It's like, oh. I say fuck off, bro. The fucking voice break right there. Be a man there, whatever. Lakers applying the pressure, playing great defense, you know, the steals. AD, oh my God, man. We almost lost. We should have lost this game. AD gets fouls on the line, makes the first one, misses the second one. Could you imagine we lost that? We couldn't come back from that. We literally could not come back from that. How could we come back from that? Oh. Like, I wish I was watching the game because I'd be so tense. But, yeah, AD iced it. Could have iced it. Not sent to OT. I don't think we would have made a shot. Who knows? But then OT, we just fuck them up. Like, no, like, we played pissed off. Like, that was good to see. We played pissed off. A little bit of a fuck you in us. Very good to see. But Embiid had a great game, 38-point game. He's been on absolute tear this season. Playing better than he did last season. This time last year, he's playing so much better. I love to see it. He's averaging 32 points per game on 52% shooting from the field. Absolutely bonkers. He's going to be the fucking first player since Bob McAdoo to average the most points. Crazy, man. Joel Embiid is one of the greatest players. He's one of the best. Greatest. Yeah, I can see your argument. But he's one of the best players in all of the NBA. Like, he will make the top 100 team easily. A great pickup for us this season. To be honest, I couldn't believe we traded for him. DeAnthony Melton should probably be starting once Maxey comes back. Or we do need that scoring off the bench, but that'll be a great lineup, especially in the clutch. A clutch lineup of James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, DeAnthony Melton, Tobias Harris, and Embiid. Maybe get Paul Reed in there sometimes. Who knows? Tobias could be getting traded, but DeAnthony Melton, 33 points and 7 steals. That's literally like the first player to ever have that. Yeah, first player with 30 points and 7 steals in the game. Literally NBA history. So much history's been breaking this season. Also, the 8 3-pointers as well. That's just a great pickup. AD has been absolutely carrying the Lakers. Obviously, unlucky he missed that last free throw, but he was kind of the reason they were back in the game. He's leading them in points per game, rebounds per game, steals per game, and blocks per game. Mental. Like, where's AD in the MVP race? Obviously, yes, the Lakers... I think the Thunder are above them in the standings. So, yeah, obviously he's not going to be in the MVP talk, but, like, realistically, AD's not playing. The Lakers are probably one of the worst teams in the league. So, Lakers, once their record gets, you know, top 6 seed in the West, AD will be an MVP talk. Possibly MVP winner. Very likely MVP winner, but obviously in the OT, I think a reason we ran is because AD hardly touched the ball. Touched it 2 times. One was a handoff, one was like a pick and roll receiver. I forgot what it was, but one was definitely a handoff. You can't be letting, like, obviously you got LeBron in the team. Like, LeBron's like one of the GOATs, but it's 80's time now, okay? LeBron's 37, gonna be 38. 80 needs to be touching the ball. It's frustrating. If I was a Lakers fan, I'd be so frustrated. Why is your best player not touching the ball? Like, let alone not shooting, let alone not even touching the ball. Like, what? I'm happy though. I'm happy. I'm happy though, because we won. But Westbrook as well off the bench, triple-double. I like see when Westbrook playing good, I can't stop smiling, man. I love Westbrook. Obviously overhated, but Westbrook, valuable asset for Lakers. Will they trade him? Who knows? But Westbrook did play a good game tonight. Very fun play against us because, him and Nbatw, they do like each other, but there's a bit of a beef, so they do both kind of turn up in the games. But yeah, I was very impressed with what Westbrook was doing the other night. KD and the Nets have been on an absolute run since Kyrie came back. I remember when Kyrie I remember you motherfuckers saying, using all these stats like, Nets since Kyrie didn't play, and it was like showing they were so much better. But no, it's because Steve Nash left. Fuck some of these pages, man. Like, oh my god. But yeah, ever since Kyrie came back, Nets have been on an absolute tear. KD as well. No one talks about KD anymore. KD's like one of the best players in the world, averaging some monster stats. In the Nets' recent run, KD's averaging 30 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 60% shooting, and they're 9-3. Where's the MVP? Bro, where's the MVP talk? Huh? Bro, that's fucking crazy. Bro, that's crazy stats. How is KD not an MVP talk? And that's got a positive record as well. They've got our pick. Thank fuck, man. I'm relieved. Nets started playing Bam like, they've got our first round pick, but nah, they're making the playoffs, bro. We'll be sound. We will be sound, but yeah, Brooklyn is I don't think they'll. Brooklyn's low-key a dark horse, I can't lie. It could just be this situation where they just run through the conference. Will they though? It's so hard to think, but it's like it happens. Like, yeah, they have KD and Kyrie. They've got a very good team around them. How did we overlook them? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this could definitely happen, but time will tell. Oh boy, the Sacramento Kings. trading Tyrese Haliburton away. I do see it now. They weren't really working together. You have to choose one. You may as well go for the win now. They've been on a bad playoff drought. And now they're actually playing winning basketball. They played the Cavs the other night. Look at what they did. Like, they just dominated the Cavs. Held them to 100 points. Scored the most threes against them. Ended on a 19-0 run. That is crazy, man. I'm betting them at home. This Kings team is legit. 100% they're making the playoffs. Either they're making the playoffs or they lose a heartbreaker in like a play-in or like the last game of the regular season. Like, this is the best, hands down the best Kings team in years. In this, probably not the best team of the century, no way. But man, so good when these underperforming teams, disappointing teams are actually playing well. You just love to see it. And we had a great finals matchup last night. Warriors versus Celtics. Warriors get the win. That's a very big win needed for them this season. Their season's been up and down, very inconsistent, very weird for a defending champion season. But this has got to feel, this is like a good momentum for them. Klay Thompson, man. This guy hasn't lost it. Warriors are very good to repeat. Obviously, yeah, it's just like, we'll see what happens. But yeah, we got to be confident about the Warriors. Klay and Steph. Klay at 34, great shooting splits. Steph, 32, great shooting splits. Tatum had a bit of a disappointing game. Kind of hurts his MVP campaign. Jaylen Brown did step up though, but interesting for the Jason Tatum MVP campaign. I don't think he can, he's the best player on the best team, but it's those situations where it's like the whole team. Jaylen Brown could win MVP. Do you know what I mean? Jaylen Brown is possibly the best shooting guard in the NBA. We'll see how it goes, but a great win for the Warriors, looking good and composed. It's very good when you have that trio of Jordan Poole, Klay, and Steph playing. Do you know what I mean? You're going to have at least two of them scoring 30 plus because of the attention. Also, Jordan Poole can just really light up from anywhere and can go on a hot streak at any moment. And they did play very well tonight. I thought the Celtics played all right tonight as well. It's just some players just letting them down, really. Jonathan Kuminga, guy that needs more minutes, more experience, had that great hustle dunk on Tatum, was in the post, kind of just playing with that aggression. I think he got blocked, catch rebound, just dunked on Tatum. Such a great play. Warriors are going to be looking good this season. That was NBA this week. Very entertaining this week, I would say. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you later.